This show is produced by the Harwood Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harris. We love making this show available to you free of charge. If you'd like to help us keep it that way, you can make a contribution to our Karma Jar. For more information, visit our website. Hey there, everybody. Today's special guest is Billy Schafer.
Welcome to Live from Basics. The ice is finally melting, and the earth is slightly tilting. I'm warming up from winter's embrace. I'm stepping out from my cave. Oh, the bees are buzzing and the birds are fussing, and hope has sprung anew. This could end in heartache again. I'm an April fool for you. Oh, Sister Spring, she's whining. With her viney hands, she binds me. Oh, lifting me up to rise and shine, to give it a go. One more time. Oh, the bees, they're buzzing and the birds are fussing, and hope has sprung anew. And although this could end in heartache again, I'm an April fool for you. Smiles on you, but be an April fool. Oh, the bees are buzzing and the birds, they're fussing, and hope is sprung anew. And although this could end in heartache again, I'll be an April fool for you. I'll be an April fool for you. I'll be an April fool for you.
Billy, tell us about this song that we just played, April Fool for You.
It's a song that I wrote a couple years ago in the springtime, and it's...
Really?
Yeah, I know, go figure. It's a beautiful spring day in San Francisco, and basically the song is about rebirth and kind of finding that sense of optimism and hope again after like a long rainy winter, and specifically about opening your heart again, and even if it might mean that in the end things don't work out or you get burned, well, we're going to be an April Fool about it and just try and give love a go.
Tell us where you're from originally.
I grew up in Houston, and
what was that like when you were growing up there?
It was great. I had a very happy childhood. My folks are both into music. My mom is a piano player, not professionally, but that was her musical hobby, so she was
Right.
always playing piano, and we were singing along with her, whether it was like carols at Christmas or whatnot. And my dad is a trumpet player, and he wasn't playing trumpet much when we grew up, but the classical influence was there through him. So he was always playing classical music for us, and in fact, he had this game where he would try and get my brother and I to guess, kind of name that tune with a classical piece. Unfortunately, I don't think I made like, a buck off that game. I'd get a dime if I got it right, and I wasn't so good at it.
Yeah, classical's a little different than pop radio.
Well, it wasn't, and I didn't dislike it, but it just didn't hold my attention. I was a little more, I guess, had my mom's interest in music. She would play more like pop and folk, and whether there's like CCR or Simon and Garfunkel, and I was kind of into that. So yeah, I had a pretty musical upbringing, and even in school in Texas, they would play like Mexican folk songs, and we'd be singing along to like Cielito Lindo and stuff like that. So I had a lot of music around me growing up, and I'm grateful for that.
We're about to play My Mona Lisa, and tell me where this song came from.
The song is about my own personal Mona Lisa. And I suppose that the way I saw it, Mona Lisa, the notion of Mona Lisa isn't like, she's not like a supermodel. She's this, kind of different looking gal, but one who really captivates and holds your attention. And I was dating a gal who I just thought was the most beautiful woman in the world, but she was my Mona Lisa, but she wasn't like a Vogue or, Mademoiselle kind of model type. And I wanted to communicate that in the song. I think, so there's a little bit of social commentary in there too, that I think our society today can make women feel that if they don't look like a Vogue model, then they're somehow like not, they don't measure up on the beauty scale. And that's total BS. I think, men appreciate, beauty in a lot of forms. And so that's kind of what I was trying to communicate in the song. In your eyes, I can spend all day, and come the night, right here I will stay. Is in this modern gallery where beauty runs skin deep. Oh, my Mona Lisa, you're a stunning masterpiece, 'cause you're the one that I can't pry my eyes from, 'cause you're the one who occupies my mind when my eyes shut. A billion smiles, none can compare. Oh, one of a kind, so perfectly rare. You have these subtle shades of beauty that can't be found in elder Vogue. And for that, my Mona Lisa,
when did writing songs start coming into the thing for you?
Pretty young, although at the time I don't even think I realized like I was like writing songs.
What am I doing?
It was just like kind of like tinkering. I was
Yeah.
I think I was probably like 8 or 9, and at the time I was into rap. Like my first cassette, and I'm dating myself here a bit, was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. So I started making up beatboxes, and I had 2 cassette players, and I would lay my beatbox down while one was recording, and I'd do it for like 2 minutes till I ran out of breath. I'd stop it, rewind it, hit play while another cassette recorder was going, and like little did I know, I was, I invented 2-track recording.
You were recording, yeah.
I was recording and making up songs and like just having the time of my life. That was fun. So before I could play any instruments, that's how I was, I suppose, writing songs. And then when I got into high school, I got a guitar, and immediately from day one was writing songs. That was kind of my motivation, even if it was like this sort of 2-chord atonal kind of thing. That was my desire.
So aside from DJ Jazzy Jeff
Yeah.
and the Fresh Prince, especially when you started picking up the guitar, who were people that were starting to influence you at that point?
Yeah, I'd say a lot of like classic rock at the time, like early classic rock, Beatles, even Buddy Holly, although I wouldn't call Buddy Holly classic rock, but like these guys that, like John Lennon and Buddy Holly, that would write just sort of short and sweet pop gems that I thought were really interesting. And then these days, songwriters like Brett Dennen, Beirut is really cool, and then some pop rock bands like I think Phoenix is awesome, and then there's a new band called Beach House, which I think is really cool. So stuff that's maybe a little more indie and vibey, but still has that sort of melodic bedrock that I guess is really resonates with me, and it's kind of what I go back to.
Right. Knowing what you know now about songwriting as a writer, what would you tell somebody who is now getting into that thing for what they're doing?
I would tell myself when I was younger, just kind of to dive in and just get your hands messy, so to speak. Like my process today still a lot of times is just playing chords and and making noise, melody kind of noise until you get a feeling and you're kind of moved by that combination of chords and melody. And that's one of my dominant ways of writing a song.
Tell me about your life today and what's in it.
Well, I feel very fortunate, particularly to be in the Bay Area. I moved here about 5 years ago, and it has a lot to offer, I think, anyone. And for me, it feels like just perfect. Music is a big part of my life, songwriting and playing out. And then outside of music, I like outdoor kind of stuff is one of my big passions. So, and I really love to get outside, and just that's kind of one of the ways I recharge and get creatively re-inspired is just put the guitar down and go for a walk. And
how do you fit writing into all of that?
I generally write, like, just literally speaking, I write in the mornings. I'm a total morning person, which isn't always great for trying to be a gigging musician. But like I naturally oftentimes wake up at 4, 5, or 6 in the morning. It's just when my mind ding turns on, and when I'm creative, and so I'll write in the mornings for 5 or 6 hours sometimes, and then it's 11 or noon, and I'm totally then sick of my guitar and sick of being inside, and I go out and do
hike
something
or
else.
Surf or go to Tahoe. Or
one of
something.
those, yeah, and it's kind of a nice balance.
Yeah. So you have this album, First to Believe, right?
First to Believe.
So, and you have that available on...
It's just about everywhere digitally.
You obviously have a web presence, right?
I do, yep.
So you have a website?
I've got a website. It's just billyschafermusic.com. And so, I have, my music is actually there as well for download. I blog there.
I'm keeping track of you as far as playing dates and tour dates.
Absolutely. I got all
my
my dates and past shows too, if people want to kind of see what I've been up to.
We're about to play The Dream is Alive. So tell me about this tune and where it came from.
This song definitely has some personal meaning for me. I left Chicago about 5 years ago, and it's partly about leaving Chicago, leaving the cold behind to chase dreams. It's more about just the journey rather than the destination. That's kind of what sometimes people are asking, like, what does that mean, like never arrive? Because that's part of what I emphasize in the song. And never arrive is just about like, saying this is more about going out and doing it and the journey than actually focusing on a destination or arriving. So I don't feel like I've arrived, and I don't necessarily want to arrive. I'm just leaving Chicago and heading out west was kind of something that I think I always dreamed about growing up in Texas, and I did. And so the song is just kind of about that journey and all the combination of somewhat, at the time it was naive fantasy and illusion, but also just, hunger for something, and to feel like you're following your passions. So
when I first heard it, I got it, that it was, that the whole never arrive part of it was, it's like, yep, that makes total sense because it's the journey.
Driving west and leaving all the cold behind. The sunlight is in my eyes and it warms my mind. And thoughts of palms and sunny streets under my tires. Turning softly in my head like a lullaby. Wheels they spin, leaving in the road ahead.
Well, that's our show for today. We'd like to thank Billy Schafer for coming by and playing his great tunes. We had a great time doing it. And if you want more information about Billy and his music and how to get a hold of it, go to the Live from Base 6 show notes, and we'll have all that information there for you. And don't forget our badge program. There you can earn badges for all kinds of crazy things like air harmonica, air guitar, or air drums, or a sing-along.
Leaving all the cold behind.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We're out of here.